October 13th, 1307. At dawn, France erupts in chaos as King Philip IV's men arrest thousands of Knights Templar in a single ruthless sweep. The official charge? Heresy and forbidden knowledge. But hidden beneath the headlines is a deeper mystery, one that begins 63 years earlier, when 4 Cathar survivors slipped away from the flames of Montségur, carrying secrets the Church desperately wanted to erase. Could these 2 legendary orders have been linked by a chain of secret knowledge? Tonight, we expose the forbidden connection between the Cathars and the Knights Templar, a link that may explain why both were destroyed. The timeline is suspiciously perfect. In 1244, the Cathars' last mountain fortress falls, and their most sacred secrets vanish into the night. By 1307, the Templars, Europe's most feared and wealthy military order, are suddenly branded heretics and systematically wiped out. What knowledge could have passed between these 2 groups? What was so explosive that kings and popes risked everything to suppress it? The Cathars were no ordinary heretics. They claimed to possess the true teachings of Christ's hidden gospels and secret wisdom the Vatican had banned for centuries. Their perfecti lived in radical purity, rejecting all material things and the authority of Rome. When Montségur fell, 4 believers disappeared with a mysterious treasure. Where did they go? The answer may lie within the Templar network that crisscrossed southern France. For decades, the Templars operated deep in Cathar territory. Officially, they fought against heresy, but secret records suggest a different story. Templar commanderies sheltered fleeing Cathars, offered sanctuary, and even recruited exiled Cathar nobles. Were the Templars simply pragmatic, or were they quietly absorbing Cathar wisdom into their own secret rituals? The similarities between the 2 orders are impossible to ignore. The Cathars rejected material wealth. So did the Templars, at least on paper. Both believed in direct access to the divine, bypassing priests and papal authority. And both were accused of the same heresies: denying Christ's divinity, spitting on the cross, and worshipping a mysterious head called Baphomet. The Baphomet riddle is especially intriguing. Tortured Templars confessed to worshipping a bearded head said to grant wisdom and fertility. Cathar texts speak of Sophia, divine wisdom personified as a feminine force. Was Baphomet a coded symbol for Cathar Gnosis secret knowledge passed from the survivors of Montségur to the Templars? Archaeology adds fuel to the fire. In 1975, excavations at the Templar site of Rennes-le-Château revealed hidden chambers containing manuscripts in Occitan, the language of the Cathars. Authorities sealed the site, but not before researchers photographed symbols matching Cathar sacred geometry. Other Templar strongholds across Languedoc show similar evidence: secret archives, forbidden texts, and geometric carvings that hint at a shared underground tradition. The financial connection is just as suspicious. The Templars' legendary wealth exploded in the decades after Montségur's fall. Did the Cathar treasure whether gold, relics, or priceless manuscripts seed the Templar banking empire? Some historians believe the 4 escaping Cathars didn't just carry knowledge, they carried the financial engine of Templar power. But the most explosive theory? The Holy Grail itself. Medieval romances describe the Grail as guarded by pure knights in a mountain castle, a perfect match for both Montségur and Templar fortresses. If the Cathars possessed the Grail and passed it to the Templars, it would explain why both orders were ruthlessly destroyed. The Church couldn't allow any rival to hold a relic that could shatter papal authority. The pattern of destruction is identical. First, accusations of heresy and secret rituals. Then, mass arrests and show trials. Finally, the systematic erasure of records and treasures. When the Templars fell, their vast archives vanished, just as Cathar libraries had been burned decades earlier. What knowledge was so dangerous it had to be erased from history? Modern clues keep surfacing. In the Templar Church at Garway, England, carvings match symbols found in Cathar caves. At Scotland's Rosslyn Chapel, built by Templar descendants, The architecture mirrors Cathar sacred geometry. When the Templar fleet escaped France in 1307, it sailed towards Spain, Portugal, and Scotland regions, where Cathar communities had found refuge. The Freemasons, claiming descent from the Templars, preserve rituals that echo Cathar beliefs' hidden knowledge, rejection of orthodoxy, and the eternal struggle of light versus darkness. Could the Masonic tradition be the final vault for secrets that began with the Cathars and passed through the Templars? New discoveries keep the legend alive. In 2019, ground-penetrating radar at former Templar sites in France revealed sealed underground chambers still unexplored. Local authorities quickly restricted access, fueling speculation that the church and state still fear what might be found. So, did the Cathars pass their forbidden knowledge to the Knights Templar? The evidence is circumstantial but compelling. Both orders challenged the church, both possessed mysterious treasures, and both were destroyed when they became too powerful. Maybe the real treasure wasn't gold or relics, but dangerous ideas about Christianity that threatened the very foundations of medieval power. If you're fascinated by secret societies, forbidden knowledge, and the conspiracies that shaped history, you're in the right place. What do you think? Were the Templars the inheritors of Cathar's secrets? Could their hidden knowledge still exist today? Drop your wildest theories in the comments, and let's uncover the truth together. Subscribe now, because next week, we're exposing the Vatican's most closely guarded secret about what really happened to the Templar treasure.